in trouble now as DeMarcus Corley once again catches him and now tries to go to work against the ropes.
A right hand sent Mayweather back into the ropes.
If he would have caught me again, then he caught me again. That's the sport we signed up for, you know what I mean? It's I get it that, you know, the refs see things that we don't see from a certain angle, and he might have just been looking out for me and protecting me, and I appreciate that from the refs, but I wish they would have let me do my thing.
You know what? It didn't even look that bad, right? And we're gonna get into I posted one on Instagram recently. I don't know if you're aware of the stoppage that happened this past weekend. Where you saw it?
Yes.
Did you see it,
yes.
Matt? Here you go. Take a look.
1 second left.
1 second left. Yeah.
And he was walking fine. Yeah. It's not like he wasn't following
instructions. He stumbled a little bit.
But
he was hurt, but I think that the instructions that Jack Reiss, who's a respectable ref, was a little confusing, especially at that time, because he just told him to walk.
So just to put it into context for Matt, the gentleman who was stopped by the ref, he was winning by a lot. You can see the punch stats. If you swipe to the right, you can see the punch stats there, and it's literally maybe 2 or 1 second left, right? So let's get your take on it, because we always talk about it as boxing fans. You know, is it right? Is it wrong? Meldrick Taylor against Julio Cesar Chavez, right? We've been talking about it for decades now. But as a fighter, how do you feel about that? One guy is up the whole fight. He got dropped 2 times in the last 30 seconds or so, and Jack Reiss eventually stopped the fight.
You know, I didn't get to watch that fight.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard for me to, you know, speak on behalf of those fighters. But I think that they should have. They probably should have let him finish his job. What he went in there to do. You know, he went in there to perform. I think that I saw him still walking fine. I mean, he definitely was conscious and aware of his surroundings. But I mean, again, like I said, the refs have the ultimate decision of our well-being in there, and you know, if they call it, then that's what it is. You know, we fight to live another day. I mean, I look at, you know, people like Maximov and, you know, the other guys that have passed away. Rest in peace. So, you know, all the champions that have recently passed, and you know, in my weight class, 140, 100 lightweight division. I think there was some fights that should be stopped sooner. Like, for instance, I was watching a fight with my coach. It was Munguia. Munguia versus, what was his name?
Sullivan?
Yeah,
the last
O'Sullivan.
one?
O'Sullivan, man.
Spike O'Sullivan.
You know, I get it. O'Sullivan's got heart, man. I mean, that's how I am, being that Mexican Irish. We got the heart of a champion, man. We're gonna keep pressing forward. We're gonna keep coming. But there's just a time that it comes just no more, man. I mean, if the ref ain't gonna stop it, then the coach better stop it. You know, at least you know, let your fighter live to see another day. You know, don't let him take unnecessary. I think there's a difference between taking unnecessary punishment and you know, stopping a fight early.
Yeah.
What do you think about it, Tilo?
I have a different point of view. I think the ref knows when the 10-second, you know, they give you that warning.
Yeah.
So he's aware of that.
Yeah.
Because he even says, listen for the bell, listen for the bell. It's 2 seconds. It's 2 seconds. 1 second in this case. Chavez, Meldrick Taylor was 2 seconds. Okay, by the time he would have said, come on in, the bell would have rang. The guy was up. He would have won a unanimous decision.
Yes.
I get it that the ref, and with all due respect, he's a great ref, probably one of the best in the business right now. But also, that guy's hard work, the months that he spent in the gym, the sacrifices, okay? You have to take all that in consideration. Now, I get it if it was a minute left. I've seen fighters go down 3 or 4 times, you know, and aren't responsive, worse off, and they don't get stopped. So the ref also has to take, and everybody has to take consideration. He could have maybe stopped the time, get the doctor in there. Let's look at him, you know, use a little bit more discretion. But like you, Matt said, we got to respect their decisions. But we also have to respect at the end of the day, they're fighters.
Yeah.
They're fighters. They know what they're getting into. It wasn't a case where this guy was taking a lot of punishment, which he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't throughout the fight. He was dictating the fight. He was ahead. Probably you could even argue he won all the rounds. I saw the fight.
Yeah.
You could argue he won every single round. Okay. He was outboxing the kid. He was using his reach. Okay. So even if you look after the stop, he wasn't like he was hurt. He wasn't cut. You know, he walked fine. So you got to take a lot more consideration, a little bit more discretion, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I do disagree with is if the fight will be stopped, let's say with 2 minutes left, I don't have a problem with it being stopped with 2 seconds left.
Exactly.
You know,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
consistency. That's
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
We know that the ref hears when that
yeah,
10 seconds. You got 10 seconds. Any of the referees every single time listen for the bell, and they're already almost getting in there to stop it.
Yeah.
When the bell's about to ring, they're in there. They're aware of that. So he needs to be. I know he was aware that it wasn't much time left, and I get it that he's trying to protect the fighter.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Meldrick Taylor Chavez.
It wasn't Meldrick
you
taking
think
a
that's-
beating.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to take the totality of the circumstances. If I could reiterate or go back a little bit, do you guys mind?
Yeah,
of
that's
course.
fine.
Yeah.
One thing that Matt said, and you know, that on the first fight, that the referee went in there and said you only got 5 amateur fights. It's true, but
the referee said that.
yeah, you know that he said he didn't have an amateur, big amateur, wasn't touted.
Oh, okay.
I respectfully disagree. Having a great amateur background does
Yeah.
not equate to being a great pro. Howard Davis Jr. won a gold medal in the '76 Olympics. He never became a world champion. Okay, Ricardo Williams. There's a kid that just fought Ramirez, a Cuban kid,
yeah, the
Roxy
Cuban kid,
Ramirez,
the one that-
two-time Olympic
yeah,
gold
yeah.
medals.
He beat
Got knocked
Shakur.
out in the first round.
Yeah.
Okay, Chavez only had 13 amateur fights. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., one of the top, you can argue, top 5 greatest boxers of all time.
Yeah.
You look at guys
Canelo
like
Alvarez had
Canelo's
20 fights.
Pacquiao.
20.
Pacquiao.
Okay, he had 20 amateur fights.
Yeah.
So having a great amateur background does not equate to
Yeah,
being a successful or a great pro.
Michael, you already know I'm a fun guy.
Hola amigos, soy Juan Francisco Gallo Estrada. Quiero mandar un saludo para mis amigos de Contra las Cuerdas. Échenle muchas ganas. Un abrazo, muchas bendiciones.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. You know what mine is? Let's box, bitches. It's almost fight night.